What's up guys, Franco here and welcome back to Peaceful Seduction. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the 6 things that you can do as a man in order to become more attractive to women instantly in a matter of 3 days. All right. And so as a dating coach, what I find with a lot of my clients is that oftentimes they want to get a girlfriend, they want to get laid overnight. They think that attraction is just so easy. What they fail to understand is that success, transformation takes months, even years in order to become that kind of man, right? But as a dating coach, I do like to offer some solutions in order for them to start seeing better responses from women, not get rejected or friend zoned as often, just so they can maintain that motivation and not have to deal with all that frustration, right? And so if you are in a place right now where you're frustrated, you're getting friend zoned, rejected all the time, these are 6 things that you can implement in order to start seeing better responses. Hopefully over time, get more motivation to keep going, right? And so let's just get straight into it, right? And so number 1 is we have diet, all right? And so I believe that diet is probably the number 1 thing that you can do in order to make yourself more attractive instantly. Why? Because here's the reason why. When you are eating sugary food, whether it's desserts, ice cream, cakes, brownies, cookies, or you're drinking a lot of soda, what that does is it literally poisons your body, robbing you of all the energy that you have. And when you don't have energy, you're not going to have charisma. You're not going to have presence, all right? You're just going to be this guy who is very dull, lackluster, you're boring, lethargic. You're just like, hey, Jessica, how are you? All right? And so women do not want that. Understand when the way you present yourself as far as your energy, your voice, and all that, that lets a woman know how you're going to be in the bedroom. And so if you're talking to women, if you have this very dull demeanor about you, just no energy, no vibe, no charisma, women are going to assume that you're going to be boring in the bedroom as well. Okay. And so as a man, you want to show up with all the charisma, speaking loud and all of that. You want to have a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm too. This is going to let a woman know that you have the energy that it requires to give a woman an amazing night of great sex. All right. And so how do you do this? How do you have more energy, more charisma? A lot of this is going to come down to your diet. All right. And so you want to let go, just in general, if you want to be this guy who is attractive to women, you need to cut off unhealthy food. You got to cut off all the cookies, brownies, ice cream, and all that. You got to cut off the soda, and you need to start eating healthier foods, meats, almonds, vegetables, fruits, like just all that. You know what you got to eat: chicken, broccoli, all that good stuff, okay? Along with the meats, the almonds, all that, okay? And of course, a huge part to diet is you want to be drinking a lot of water. Especially if you're a big guy, you want to be aiming for a gallon of water a day. That's what I drink. But for the average guy, if you're 5'7", 5'8", I would say 3/4 of a gallon of water a day. This is also going to contribute to having more energy, right? And so one thing is that it's going to give you more energy, having you have more charisma, more presence. You're going to speak with more enthusiasm. That's one thing. The other thing too is that it's going to give you cleaner skin over time. Literally like within 3-4 days, you're going to have much cleaner skin, which is going to make you more attractive. And of course, you're going to end up losing weight, which is also going to make you more attractive, right? And so again, you want to be eating healthy and you want to be drinking a lot of water. Cut off all that bad food, right? When it comes to attraction, you need to choose. Do you want to have tasty food or do you want to have a beautiful woman? You cannot have both. You cannot have both a beautiful woman and tasty food. You got to pick one or the other. All right. I know for me, having a beautiful woman is just a lot more important to me than food. So I cut off unhealthy food. All right? I'm only eating the good stuff. Okay. So that's number 1 is diet. Number 2 is style. Okay. Style. There's just something that's powerful. I don't know how to describe it. That you could literally be the same guy, same personality, same everything, same income, but just putting on better clothes that complements your skin tones, your personality, just newer clothes that fit you. There's just some type of power that's unexplainable that happens when you put on the right clothes, right? You come across like a guy that just knows who he is, a guy that is more confident, a guy that is more sexually attractive. I can't describe it, but it's something that once you make that makeover switch, you're going to see the difference, okay? And so I'm not going to go too deep into style because we can go on and talk about that for hours and hours. But in general, you want to be wearing clothes that fit you. Okay, you want to look at what kind of skin tone do you have. Okay, if you have skin tone like me where it's a little darker, then you want to be wearing warm tones. Okay, there's warm tones such as a warm blue or a cool blue, and so, or if you have lighter skin, you do want to be wearing cool tones. All right, so something like a cool blue. But for me, I'll wear more warm tones. Okay, and so you got to be wearing clothes that fit you, clothes that complement your skin tone. You want to be wearing clothes that is new. Okay, you should not be wearing clothes that's 5 years old. Clothes that is new, like you literally just bought them a week ago. And what else would I say? You want to be wearing clothes that it's clean. Have it be ironed. You should not be walking out with wrinkled clothes. Okay, every time you step out of the house, your clothes should be nicely ironed. Okay, and when it comes to your shoes, clean your shoes. Get a rag. Get water. What I use Lysol wipes. I just clean my shoes with that. Okay, and so you want to be leaving your house pristine, clean. Okay, now along with that, along with style, is you do want to have accessories. So you can have a watch, you can have a necklace, bracelet, just anything like that. Something that's going to add layers to you, add more interest to you. Okay, so that is style. You can literally go to a store today, go on a shopping spree, get yourself some nice clothes. It doesn't have to be the most expensive clothes in the world, but it should be nice. And literally, you're gonna women are gonna treat you differently. They're gonna see you as a more attractive man. Okay. Now, number 3, body language. Okay, body language. This is another thing that it just has an unexplainable power to it. Okay, and so when you are talking to women, you want to have your chest out. Basically, you want to have open body language. Chest out. Your chin should always be up. You should never be looking down like, oh, poor me, my life sucks. With your eyes as well. Never be looking down. Eye contact. Look directly at the woman in her eyes. Okay? And so, chest out, shoulders back. Your arms should never be like this, like closed in. Your arms should always be outward. Okay? Do not pull your hands in your pockets. Your arms should always be out. If you are going to put your arms in your pockets, what does work still is having your thumbs out. Okay, so you can still have your thumbs hanging out of your pockets. That's cool, right? But you do not want to have your entire fist inside of your pockets. It makes you look insecure and weak. Okay, so chest out, shoulders back, chin up, your eyes directly pointing at the woman, staring at the woman, legs spread apart. And another part to this too is when you are sitting down. A lot of guys nowadays, they cross their legs when they're sitting down, almost like they're women. That just looks super feminine. Don't do that, okay? What you can do is you can cross your legs, not one on top of the other, but like almost like a 90-degree angle where, if I can find a picture, I'll put it up somewhere on the screen. But you don't want to have, there's like a feminine way to like cross your legs, and there's a more masculine way to cross your legs, right? And so, be very mindful of the way you sit down. Understand when you are walking into a room, women are going to be noticing you from afar. They do not have the time to go and talk to you and spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes to come and get to know you, especially if it's at a loud party. There's music going on. She's talking with her friends. Like, she needs to be able to tell what is your personality like from across the room. This is where it matters to have body language, because you convey your personality or self-esteem to people who are on the other side of the room just through your body. Okay, and so understand, whatever room you are in, just assume you're always being noticed. Women are always noticing you. Women are always scanning the room, seeing what all the guys are like, okay? You are constantly letting the world know what kind of guy you are, okay? And so, chest out, shoulders back, chin up, eye contact pointing directly, and then have a masculine way of sitting down, right? And so, and then of course, have your arms out, not in your pockets, all right? So that is body language. Next up is voice. All right, this is number 4, voice. And so, basically, if you are finding that you are getting rejected and friend zoned all the time, you find that you are insecure, I can almost guess that your voice is very soft, okay? And so, if that's the case, if you speak very softly in an insecure manner, then you want to project your voice louder. You want to be audible, okay? Again, women, they look at your communication and they assume that this is how you're going to be in the bedroom. Okay, and so if you are speaking softly in a whisper, women are just going to assume that you're going to be very weak and timid in the bedroom. Okay, so you want to have more of a dominant voice. You want to speak louder, audible. I'm not saying you need to be screaming, growling like a dog, but I'm just saying, like, you want to be speaking to a point where she can hear you clearly. She should not be struggling in order to understand. What'd you say? What was that you said? She should not be struggling. Okay, if she's struggling to hear, that means she's not even paying attention to you. That means nothing you say or do is even mattering. Okay, so you want to be speaking louder. Okay, now what's interesting to know is that as you progress and become more advanced, what you want to do is you actually want to soften up your voice. So I'm not saying do this now. I'm saying that 6 months, a year from now, once you have more practice, you're much more confident. You want to dial your voice down. Why? Is because women appreciate a man who's in control of himself. Okay, and so if you're speaking too loud, you come across like a guy who's not in control of himself. So when you can speak calmly, okay, so when you're speaking loud, when you're first getting started, you're doing that in order to demonstrate authority. Now, once you get more advanced, you learn how to maintain that authority in a way where you speak calmly, grounded, relaxed. Okay, you don't need to scream. You can speak in a calm, firm, relaxed manner. Okay, and so this is the highest level you can get to. It's not something you can skip to today. Okay, it's going to take time. It's going to take 6 months to a year. But do know that down the line, you are going to want to dial your voice back down to where you can speak calmly, relaxed, while still maintaining that strong authority. Okay, so that is number 4. Number 5, fragrance. Okay, scent. Women are highly sensitive to scent. It's been scientifically proven that women's sense of smell is 7 times stronger than us men. Okay, and so they can perceive smell 7 times more than us guys. Just think about that. Okay, so if you're over here thinking that you don't smell, understand that women are picking up on that smell. Something else to know is that when it comes to our own personal body odor, our noses block out any close by smells as a protective mechanism. Why? Because anything that is always there in front of us, like let's say our body odor, our our brain actually has to tune that out in order for us to maintain attention on other things. Okay, so let's say there's a fire going on. If your brain was actually focusing on your body odor the entire time, you wouldn't even pay attention to a fire that can kill you. Okay, and so in order for our brains to protect us, they actually have to tune out smells that are close by to us in order for us to pay attention to the outside world. Okay, so this is why oftentimes we don't even notice that we have bad body odor. Okay, and so you may not be able to smell you, but she can smell. Okay, I recommend that you should be showering twice a day. Okay, people think once a day. I say twice a day, especially if you're going to the gym. Okay, so you shower. You can either shower before the gym or after the gym, and then late at night when you're going out on a date. Okay, so I recommend shower twice a day. Use a loofah, like a body scrub, not just with your hands. No, you need to have like something that has some grit to it. So shower with the loofah, and then put on fragrance. Okay, you actually put on lotion after you get out of the shower, and then put on fragrance. Okay, and so when it comes to fragrances, here are 2 fragrances that you can use in order to attract women. So first up, we have Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Parfum. Okay, it looks like that. This is an amazing, sexy daytime fragrance that you're gonna wear on the day. You can wear this year round. I don't care if it's spring, summer, fall, or winter. Women are highly attracted to this fragrance. It's a very likable fragrance. As you can see, the bottle is gold. It literally smells like the color gold. If gold coins had a smell to it, it would be this, along with this tropical beach type of smell. Okay, it just smells really good. Okay, and so this is one of the most likable fragrances you can get. Again, it's Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Parfum. Now, for nighttime purposes, when it comes to a date, this is Azzaro's The Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense. Okay, Azzaro's The Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense. This is a very sexy fragrance that I'm not gonna go too deep into the details, but it basically has all the notes, ingredients that attract women, and it's gonna be perfect for a daytime situation. So if you're going on a date, or if you're just hanging out with a woman at nighttime, or even if you are in the bedroom, this is gonna be the fragrance you want to wear. So Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Parfum for the day, and then Azzaro's The Most Wanted Parfum for nighttime. Okay, those are the only 2 fragrances you need in order to attract women. All right, now moving on to number 6 is status. Okay, so what's interesting to know is that a huge reason why a lot of women don't find us attractive at times is it has nothing to do with our personality. We're actually really great guys. We know that. They just misinterpret who we are as, because they don't know who we are. They've never met us. They don't know what's our background, our story, our history. They don't know if we're a creep. Women, because they are the weaker sex, they are all constantly in fear of men taking advantage of them, kidnapping them, hurting them, things like that. And so what we need to do as men, we need to walk in with safety. Okay, so let's say you're going to a house party. The worst thing you can do is to walk in by yourself. Okay, you need to be having friends. So there's 3 things you can do to do this, and it all has to do with having people approving of you. Okay, people who you're talking to, they're talking to you. Okay, and so number 1 is you go to a social gathering with a friend. Okay, ideally 2, 3, 4 friends. Okay, this is gonna let a woman know that you are social, that you are liked, that you are likable. Okay, especially if your friends are laughing with you, you're laughing with your friends, you guys are having a good time, you guys are the life of the party. This is gonna let a woman know from across the room, this guy must be fun, he must be a good time. Okay, I can trust him. Okay, and so that's number 1. Number 2 is if you are liked by the authorities within that environment. Okay, and so let's say if you're at a house party, then you want to be liked by the host of that house party. So whoever's throwing a house party, be seen talking with him. Okay, like go and shake his hand, say what's up, or her hand, say what's up, and then have a good time. Let people in the environment know that this person likes you. Okay, this lets people know, okay, if the host of the party approves of this guy, clearly he must be a likable guy. He's got to have something going on. Okay, now the 3rd thing is if there's a girl you like, go and talk to her friend first rather than going to her directly. Go to her friend first, win her over, say what's up, say hey, my name is whatever, win her over, and once you guys have a good vibe going on, then have her friend introduce you to the girl that you like, because it's much different to be introduced by her woman. It's much more different for a woman to be introduced to the guy by her best friend as opposed to the guy just going up to her randomly cold, like a cold approach. No, be introduced by somebody who she already trusts, because if somebody who she trusts is introducing him to her, then he must be a guy of trust, a guy who's trustworthy. Okay, and so that is what you do. Never just be that random guy who's out and about all on his own, who just and then colds approach the woman. Right? You want to be introduced or be approved by an authority figure or by your friends. Okay, and so those are the 6 things that you can do within a matter of 3 days in order to become more attractive. All right, and so again, the purpose of this video is so that you don't get rejected or friend zone all the time, because I know that can ruin self-esteem. You can get frustrated and want to quit the game, right? And so those are 6 things that can help you become more attractive. And as always, I like to say that if you are interested in getting more help and support by me, understand that I am a dating coach. You can reach me, contact me for one-on-one coaching. I'm going to leave the link down below. Apply to my coaching, set up a call. We'll get together and talk whether or not it makes sense for both of us to work together. And yeah, and with that being said, as always, subscribe, share, like, and comment, and I'll see you in a future video. Take care. All the best to you.